is it? Does it say? I don't know. I think it's... Oh, hi there. How are you? Remember me? I'm Melanie. And I'm going to be reading a new book with you today called The Star of Africa. I'm really excited about this. So actually, I was just looking to see if I could see the Star of Africa, but I can't find it. Do you know about the Star of Africa? I'm really interested to know. I still can't find it, and I think it's very strange. It's there somewhere, I think. Well, we're going to be reading this new book today, and I'm so excited that you're here with me. So how about you go get your book and your stuff, and we get started. New book, this Star of Africa. So we need to look at the cover page. Why? Because we need to find hints about the story. So let's look at the cover page together. What can you see? Well, there's a big room and there are many people inside. I can see a woman and she is talking to some short people. Can you see them? Wait now, I think that they're students. How many students can you see? There's too many to count. I think it might be a whole class. Are they listening to the woman? Who do you think the woman is? Maybe it's her teacher, but I don't know for sure. What else can you see in the room? What other things are there? Can you see a suit of armor? Someone who looks kind of like a person, but there's a mask over their face and they're holding a stick? I think that's a suit of armor. Do you think someone's inside? I don't think so. What else is there? Well, I see a man with a hat. Can you see him? He's just right there. Maybe it's a police officer. What do you think? Well, he's got a tie and he's dressed in blue, so it makes me think that he might be a police officer. Why would he be in this room? I don't know. What other things can you see? Can you see a dresser on the other side? Can you see the big picture? What do you think this is? I have an idea, but I'm not really sure. I think it might be a museum. How about you? What do you think it is? Well, I think we're going to have to read the first page to find out. But before we do that, we're going to look at the picture together and see if that picture gives us any other hints about the story. I still don't see the starry night. I wonder where that Star of Africa is. Okay, so let's look at page 1. There's that woman again. I wonder who she is. And I can see some students. But this time I only see 6 students. Can you see them? The woman is talking and she's also pointing. And the students are looking somewhere. I can see a building behind them. Do you see it? It looks very tall and a little different. Does it look like a new building to you? I don't think. I think it might be an older building. I wonder why they're going there. I can see one boy looking at it and he's thinking. It must be an interesting building. Do you want to find out? Well, we're going to have to read page 1 to do that. So let's read the first part.
Page 1. Heidi and her twin brother, Jeff, are 12 years old. They live in London, England. Jeff wants to be a magician. He practices at home every day. One day, they go with their history teacher and their school friends to the Tower of London.
The story starts off by telling us about 2 people. Who are those 2 people? Well, there's Heidi and there's Jeff, and they're twins. What does twins mean? Well, I gave you a hint. I put my finger up. Twins means 2 people that were born on the same day. That means their mother had 2 babies on the same day. It's very interesting. Do you know any twins? Well, because they were born on the same day, they have the same birthday and they are the same age. But here we have a boy and a girl. Sometimes it can be 2 girls or 2 boys. But in this case, we have a boy and a girl. And what's their name? Heidi and Jeff. Okay, so what did we learn about Jeff? Well, we know that he wants to be a Magician. Yes, he wants to do magic. So much that he practices every day. And here, is he practicing magic? No, he's not. He and his sister are with their teacher. And it's history class. So they're learning about the past, things that happened before. And they're going to the Tower of London. I guess that building we saw in the picture was the Tower of London. But I don't know about the Tower of London. Do you? Well, we're going to have to read more to find out. So let's read the second part.
The Tower of London is very important. Many people go to the Tower of London. There are many beautiful jewels there. Heidi and Jeff are very happy. They want to see the Tower of London. Okay, boys and girls, says their history teacher, Miss Jackson. Let's go.
Jeff and Heidi are happy. They're going to the Tower of London. And who is taking them? Well, it's their history teacher. What's her name? Did you catch it? That's right, Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson's going to take all the students inside, and she can tell them about all the things that are there, about the beautiful jewels. Well, I can't wait to see the next page. So how about we turn to page 2 right now? I think you've seen this picture before. I know I've seen it. It's the picture from the cover. So we've seen this picture and we've looked at it before. But what do we know now? Well, we know that woman is Miss Jackson. And we know that 2 of those children are Heidi and Jeff, and that they're brother and sister. What is everybody doing in this picture? Did you notice? Everybody is looking at something. They're not just talking. Although we can see Miss Jackson talking to the students, everyone is excited and looking. Do you see them? Everybody's looking. So they're inside the Tower of London. Remember, what does the Tower of London have? Beautiful jewels. Well, let's read page 2 and find out what happens and what's going on this page. I've divided into 2 parts. Let's read the first part.
Page 2. Heidi and Jeff walk through the Tower of London with their class. They look at all the old furniture. They see the metal armor and swords. They look at the Queen's crown and all the beautiful jewels. Outside, there are ravens walking around.
Heidi and Jeff are walking through the Tower of London. They're walking through with their class. What do they see? Well, they can see 5 things. Did you hear it while we were reading those 5 things? Well, the first thing was old furniture. They're looking at all the furniture that's so old. They also look at the metal armor, the second thing. Remember I told you about, it looks like a man holding a stick? That's them. They can also see some swords. Number 3, they see 3 things. Swords. And there's still more, a queen's crown. Yes, that's kind of a hat that the queen wears. It usually has beautiful jewels on it and so beautiful. And then the last thing, number 5, they see beautiful jewels. Interesting, huh? At the same time, outside, there's some ravens walking around. It's interesting that they started talking about that here. I wonder why. So Heidi and Jeff are looking at many things. A lot of things are interesting to look at the Tower of London. Okay, let's finish up the page and listen to the next part.
The ravens cannot leave because then the tower will fall, says Miss Jackson. Wow, I hope they do not fly away, says Heidi. They cannot fly away, Heidi, says Miss Jackson. The Tower of London is beautiful, and Jeff and Heidi see many interesting things. But the one thing they really want to see is the Star of Africa.
So those ravens, what's the story with those ravens? Well, Miss Jackson says that they can't leave. They have to keep walking around the Tower of London because if they leave, the Tower of London would fall. Wow, that's really interesting. I can't believe it. Wow, I never thought that birds could keep up a building. Kind of interesting. But what are Heidi and Jeff thinking about? Well, they're thinking about the Star of Africa. They really want to see the Star of Africa. I think they might be going there next. How about we look at page 3 and find out if they do get to see it? Okay, let's look at the picture. Excellent. What can you see? Well, I see people all around. Yes, but they're all around something. They're around something and looking in. What can they see? So sparkly. What do you think that is? What is that? It looks kind of long and it's shiny at the top. Interesting. I also see some people standing in the back. Can you see them? 2 men who are wearing blue. Remember I thought they looked like police officers? What do you think? But they're not really looking at that thing in the center. But the other people are. They seem to be looking at the people, I think. I wonder what's going on. Do you think this could be the Star of Africa? But I thought the Star of Africa was in the sky. Okay, let's read page 3 and find out. Let's read from the top of the page.
Page 3. The Star of Africa is a very big diamond. It is on top of the scepter of King Edward VII. He is very famous, and his scepter is famous too. The Star of Africa is a beautiful diamond, and when the light shines through the small window, the diamond makes many different colors.
The Star of Africa is a very big diamond. Who would have thought? It's a big diamond, and it's on top of a scepter. So what is a scepter? Well, think of a long stick, and at the top of it is the diamond. Who owns this special scepter? Well, it belonged to King Edward VII. A king. I think the King of England. Yes, that's right. I bet you were thinking about it too. So the diamond that's on top of this scepter is so big and so beautiful that when the light comes through, it makes beautiful colors. Wow, it must be dazzling to look at. I guess that's why everybody is standing around it, because it is so beautiful. The colors are so beautiful. Okay, let's finish off the page and read the bottom part.
Heidi and Jeff look at the Star of Africa. "It is beautiful," says Heidi. "Yes, I want to hold it," says Jeff. "We cannot hold it, Jeff. We can only look at it," says Miss Jackson. "Yes, I know, but I want to," says Jeff. Miss Jackson smiles.
Jeff is looking at the diamond. Heidi's looking at the diamond. They're looking at it. And what does Jeff say? Well, he thinks it's beautiful and he wants to hold it. Can you imagine holding it in your hand? The beautiful diamond, so big, I bet you it's heavy. Can Jeff hold the diamond in his hand? No, he can't. We can see in the picture that there's guards around. So I think because it's so famous, so expensive, and so special that no one is allowed to hold it. Well, that's unfortunate, but they can look at it, and that's pretty fun too. Let's turn the page. Let's turn to page 4 and look at the picture. What's going on in the picture? Can you see it? Well, their students, Heidi and Jeff's class, are sitting down, and the teacher has a strange expression on her face. But behind them, can you see it? What's happening? It looks like those people are running. Yes, and I think they might be police officers. Police officers. Police officers at the Tower of London? Maybe they could be something else. Maybe they could be guards, which are kind of like police officers. I wonder, because they're staying around the building, and that's what guards do. They guard a building. They guard the things in the building. But these guards are talking to each other. They're pointing and they're running. What's happening? What's going on? We're going to have to read. I hope you're ready. Let's read the top of the page.
Page 4. They walk away from the Star of Africa. That is the most beautiful diamond in the whole world, says Heidi. Yes, it is beautiful and very famous, says Miss Jackson. There are many guards standing around the Star of Africa because they must keep it safe from thieves.
We just read that Heidi and Jeff are walking away from the Star of Africa. They're talking about how they think it's so beautiful. That's great. But because it's so famous and so beautiful, that's right. Those police officers are not police officers, they're guards. And what are they doing? They're guarding the Star of Africa. Oh yes. What are they guarding it from? Thieves. Can you believe it? What's a thief? Well, a thief is a person who comes in and takes something that is not theirs. And in this case, because it's so beautiful and so famous, people might want to come in and take the diamond. Remember, it's a big diamond. So they are guarding it. Let's read the second part and find out more.
Heidi and Jeff walk outside the tower with their class. They sit on the grass. Suddenly, there is a loud noise. It is a bell. It rings and rings and rings. A guard runs out. The Star of Africa! Where is the Star of Africa? There are many people walking around. They stop and listen. Their mouths are open.
Heidi and Jeff walk out of the Tower of London. They're done for the day. So they're sitting outside the grass, outside the building. They're sitting down. They're talking to their teacher. And all of a sudden, there's a bell. Ring, ring. What's going on? Well, it's the Star of Africa. Someone is shouting, the Star of Africa. Someone has stolen the Star of Africa. Where is it? Can you believe it? So there are many people walking around and some people are running. Think of the picture. The guards were running. What are they running after? Well, I think they want to find the thief. Heidi and Jeff are listening to everything that's happening. So is their class. And their mouths are opened. What do you think? They must be surprised. Can you believe it? Can you believe someone has tried to take the Star of Africa? That maybe somebody has it? I want to read the next page, but unfortunately that's it for the day. So you're going to have to read the next set of pages to find out what happens. That's page 5 to 8. Can you do that? I think you can.
Stop and pause.
Read it so when you come next time, we can talk more about it. we can talk more about Heidi and Jeff, the two twins who go to the Tower of London with their class to see the most beautiful jewel. That's right, the Star of Africa. So read your pages 5 to 8 and do your workbook questions for the pages that we read today. Make sure you check your cassette. And I'm going to see you next time. I guess there's no more looking at the stars for me. I'm going to have to read and see if they find the Star of Africa, because that might be the only way I get to see it. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.